Hey, hi. Thanks for being here as we continue our chats about chronic inflammation and how eventually it leads to many diseases. If you find the information helpful, please give this video a like and help me build the channel. When you subscribe and hit the notification icon, you will always be up to date with any and all of our informative videos on creating a healthy life, navigating the quantum energies, and the healing services that Medica the Healing Arts offers. Be sure to visit the description section for any additional links to other videos that accompany this series. Resource guides and additional hints and tip links will be waiting for you there too. Today, we're going to visit the weight connection and how it walks silently hand in hand with chronic inflammation. Obesity and chronic inflammation can combine to create a cycle that makes it even more challenging to lose weight. If we have put on a few pounds, chances are that the causes are a bit deeper than just eating too much junk food or skipping one too many workouts. Chronic low-grade inflammation swells in the body and may be to blame for the gain that we're experiencing. Weight and inflammation go hand in hand. And working to maintain a healthy weight through diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management can help calm down inflammatory markers. Inflammation comes in two types of varieties, acute and chronic. Most of us are accustomed to the acute inflammation, which is the type of inflammation that appears if we have sustained an injury. This temporary response doesn't serve as a catalyst for any serious health problems. This type of inflammation is actually there to protect the body. Chronic inflammation, however, manages as a slow burn in the body. It is more consistently present and it is subtle, and eventually it becomes an irritation to the body. This irritation may be from environmental aspects, from food-related aspects, from stress, and even the lack of sleep. Just about any kind of irritation to the body can trigger subtle chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like having a fire in our body that will continue to grow into an raging inferno without any intervention. Medical research suggests that reducing chronic low-grade inflammation may be just as critical as any other lifestyle component, such as food intake or physical activity. Among folks who are overweight or obese, immune cells start to infiltrate the fatty tissues. This is a component that starts to drive the chronic state of inflammation. So folks who are even slightly overweight or morbidly obese may be at the same likely state to experience chronic inflammation. Whether chronic inflammation is causing them to gain weight or gaining weight has caused an increase in their chronic inflammation is a bit like the chicken and egg analogy. In 2018, the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that weight loss in obese and overweight subjects was a determining factor for reducing the level of pro-inflammatory markers. Leptin is one of the significant influences in this cyclic relationship between weight and inflammation. High levels of chronic inflammation can detrimentally increase leptin in our bodies. Leptin is a hormone that is released by the body's fat cells. It communicates with the hypothalamus to regulate food intake and energy use. Since leptin comes from fat cells, it is directly related to how much body fat we are carrying. Leptin inhibits hunger and regulates the body's energy balance, so this in turn keeps us from feeling hungry when our body doesn't need energy. However, when someone is overweight or obese, there is too much leptin in their blood, and this can cause aversion to this hormone and create what is known as leptin resistance. This resistance makes the body want to keep eating. Your body isn't getting the proper feedback about appetite and when it should stop eating, so the appetite never seems to be satisfied. Levels of leptin that result from weight loss can also increase appetite, and it can also be a cause for food cravings. This also can make weight loss become plateaued or difficult. Leptin levels in obese individuals is considered to be a major contributor to low-grade chronic inflammation. This can lead to a higher risk to chronic conditions such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disease, and rheumatoid arthritis. Leptin joined with weight and inflammation forms a damaging cycle and a dangerous health risk. Inflammation and weight gain work together in influencing the body's insulin response. In 2018, the Journal of Clinical Investigation found that insulin resistance also promoted body fat inflammation in mice. The researcher stated that it was once again the chicken and the egg relationship between insulin resistance and inflammation. This was attributed to the fact that obesity induces insulin resistance, and then insulin resistance promotes chronic inflammation. This factor alone can increase the symptoms and the severity of a type 2 diabetic diagnosis. The problem is that they both fuel one another. Weight gain causes more insulin resistance. In return, insulin resistance causes more weight gain. All the while, it's actually the chronic inflammation that is at the root of it all. The whole chronic inflammation is a debilitating disease cycle, and it happens because these aspects build on one another. This is why folks can be walking around with a time bomb of chronic inflammation for years as the cycle builds and builds into a disease that is related directly to their inflammation. Join me in the next video where we chat about the sudden gain of weight and what that indicates in regards to inflammation.